Hello all my alloys out there, I'm Fixing Alloy 1 here. Welcome to my review of the Classic Lobby. Now the Classic Lobby released on Wednesday, which is when we're supposed to do our stream, and today's Saturday. This is the first chance I've really had to sit down and record a video on what I think about it. So we're going to go over a couple things. Now first of all, if you guys don't know the Classic Lobby, this is the lobby that Hypixel had when it first opened. This was their main lobby. I don't know, we haven't been a player that long. Now it is a nice looking lobby. Now a couple disappointments. This is the parkour, and apparently it continues over here because I've seen these ladders and shit. I was like, what the fuck is that for? And it's part of the parkour. I don't know if it's connected to that somewhere or not, but all it is a sign. So sadly, that is one of the things that was lost, along with the lobbies for all the classic games, was our parkours. So for those of us who have never had a chance to play the parkour in VZ or in Walls, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't think I ever did the Walls parkour, so I'm kind of disappointed. So as you guys know, this is the lobby now for all the classic games. There is no VZ lobby, there is no paintball lobby, they just have these lobbies. Now, mind you, TKR is actually something I've noticed that there hasn't been a time since the classic lobby has opened up, there hasn't been a time that TKR hasn't been playable. Arena, not so much, there has its moments. Now, VZ is of course the most popular one in here. Now, mind you, that's 98 people actually playing. It's people either in-game or waiting to start a game. So that's good. You don't have to worry about people just being chill in the lobby. So it's like I said, we could actually click right now and do a race in TKR. We could play a game of Walls. 36 people playing Walls. That hasn't been seen in a while. Paintball's playing Quick Grass. The only thing that's not working right now is Arena. Now what happens is you're going to click on these guys and it's going to bring you up the options of play 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, or 4 versus 4. And then you got these shops and stuff, magical chests. So as you click on these things, it brings you the option of either play or the shop. Now we can also click on the shop right here as usual and just click the game we want to go into. Now, one of the things I noticed as a problem is the TKR resource pack, because TKR has a big resource pack it has to load in, and even with my supercomputer and my good internet, it takes a minute to boot up that texture pack. So one thing I was thinking of, if you join and there's a race about to start in like 10 seconds, you're fucked. You're not able to go. It takes about 15 seconds for my computer to load up the resource pack, and like I said, I got a pretty good computer, so that's a disappointment. I think there should be an option to load you should have to load the texture pack before it starts. Like when you click it, you could play TKR before it puts you in the TKR lobby, or the little lobby you'll wait in for start the race. Before it puts you in there, it needs to load the resource pack, then it needs to throw you in there. That's my suggestion. We need a parkour. Now, one thing, I've been told this is temporary, the leaderboards are only showing weekly. So very disappointing, but apparently what's going to happen is this is going to rotate between weekly, monthly, and total. So we will still have our leaderboards. They're temporarily disabled. Right now you only got weekly, which is sad. Now another thing someone else I'd seen pointed out in the forums, there's 2 slots over here. Well, there's a slot right here, and I believe the other slot's over here, where there's no leaderboard displayed. Yeah, right there. Now those could just be extra hold spots, or there could be 2 more games going to the classic lobby. Now I would have to say, if any other games were to get added to the classic, it'd be like Speed UHC. Well, that's actually people playing that. I don't know. Anyway, I don't think they're actually adding 2 more games. I think it's just there's 2 spaces. Remember, this is a revamped lobby. This was a lobby they already had. They just had to, I don't know what they had to do other than get the games in here. And oh yeah, we didn't even talk about this. The rewardsman. Now if you get 10 classic tokens, we don't have enough. You need 10. See, you need 10 classic tokens, but you get them through playing. Now I found VZ is something good to play to farm out these tokens, because you don't get them at the end of the game. You get them randomly during the game. So I've played TKR, only got 1, but I've played in a game with VZ, and I've ended up with like 5 in one game. So if you guys really want to I think I got somebody following me around. Look at the little baby kitty. His name is Wolf. Anyway, so if you really want to rack up some classic tokens, VZ is a game to play. So like you guys see, there is increased player counts. Paintball, Quake, Walls, and TKR are actually playable, and now it's 4 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. So that right there shows something. So overall, I think the classic lobby is going to help get more player count to these classic games. But there's no point of calling it a classic games lobby, though, like I said before, if you're not going to have classic games. TKR is not a classic game for Hypixel. TNT is a classic game, but TNT's not in here, so it's obvious these are lower player count levels. They just looking for a fancy name to call it. So classic games does not fit with what it's called. But overall, I think the classic games can be somewhat successful now with this lobby. I think with this lobby, it's going to help get more people to play. It's going to help get more people to notice. Now, of course, if we go to... Where do I want? Yeah, I want that. Now, if we go to... Let's go to settings real quick. No, it's in here. We're going to go to settings, and we're going to turn off... We're going to go to the actual new menu. Now, this is how it's laid out for people, and that is your classic games right there. So, a lot of people aren't noticing it, which is a disappointment. And of course, you click on that, and it brings you to the classic lobby. But there you guys go. I do think, though, I mean, obviously it's too late to change the name. I'm not going to do that. They are going to fix the leaderboards. We need a parkour put in here, and that's my suggestion with TKR. I think is really useful. But that's it, guys. That's the classic lobby. We're going to explore it a little bit more. We're going to see how this goes. But this is Unfixing Yellow 1, guys. Smack that like button. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is this classic lobby going to help out at all with the games? You can already see there's a higher player count in the games. People are actually playing them, so it is helping with that. But let me know what you guys' opinion is the classic lobby. I know a lot of us are upset. I'm upset about losing the VZ lobby. I mean, my entire time in Hypixel has pretty much been in that lobby, so it's a good quarter of my memory. We have it for our thumbnail, so we won't ever forget it. But this is Unfixing Yellow 1, guys, and I will see you guys next time.